Good evening and welcome to the MezoCav tournament. This is game number 1 of the round robin between GKP, Great King Pat in blue as the Mayans, and Big Dog Brah, Donnie in the red as the Aztecs. This is the MezoCav inaugural tournament, round robin stages. Round robin stages, every player plays each other player in 2 games. The first game, this game being Green Arabia. The second game being played on Arena. Top 4 players from the round robin advance in elimination stages, which are coming up in 1 to 2 weeks, depending on how it gets played. Pat is currently seeded as the second highest player in the tournament, and Donnie, I do believe, is ranked 4th, so he might be second right now, or sorry, 3rd right now in the tournament. This map is Green Arabia, with Aztecs versus Mayans. Mayans is a very common pick for Pat. Aztecs, I do believe this might be the first time I've seen Donnie playing it, and very much 2 powerhouses. Looking at the maps, we have a very wallable map over here for Pat. So close tree lines to the front, closer tree lines to the side. There'll be a big space that's walled, but still a fairly easy wall. Looks like he has control of most of his food resources. Those here might be a little far to lure if he needed to. His gold, unfortunately, is very forward. So you have a main gold, which can be walled, but it's still forward. A secondary gold, which is sort of exposed, and let's see, his other secondary is basically, whichever secondary this is basically closer to Donnie than it is to him. So you basically we're looking at 2 golds. So again, Mayans get 20% more resources. So not a huge issue. Over on the other side, we have the Aztecs being played by Donnie. That's some distance right there to the berries, long distance to the berries. Donnie also has a fairly wallable map. This should be an easy wall across the front, a little bit of a wall to the side. So Donnie actually might have the easier to wall map overall. Donnie bringing in his first 4 after he has sent a Vil out to build his forage boat. So a couple of efficiency issues I'm seeing right here. First of all, Donnie has already researched his loom. You should not be doing that early on if you are not the Chinese or the Mayans. The Chinese or Mayans should do it immediately because they have a housing issue. Other than that, you should always be trying to do loom as the last thing inside your that would have sucked if Bill killed it, but thankfully caught that in time. So loom should always be the last thing you build in your Dark Age build order before you go straight up to feudal. You should also be getting your board before your mill in general. So yeah, a little bit of inefficiency going on there on Donnie's side than that. It's possible Donnie needed him to get this board over here. That isn't very possible because that board could kill down that hill. Looking at Donnie's resources, so 2 stones can easily be walled and protected. Over here, a forward goal, which is a fairly easily wall to protect. It's actually quite funny there with the board not attacking. Other than that, his golds are fairly exposed, so both his neutral golds can be a little bit of an issue to go to. So I expect these both to be issues for Donnie, especially considering Pat's playstyle. Pat, we usually expect to go some sort of drush or man-at-arms rush into archers, so that would require Donnie to definitely secure these golds early, otherwise he'll have archers all over them. So I'm going to pick this up just a little bit, get through the Dark Age. So 4 Vils over here on wood. Donnie, meanwhile, having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on wood, which is way more than you need unless you're going to archers. There's no reason you should have that many in your Dark Age. Now with all the resources you have. So, not liking the choices. These choices could slow Donnie down a lot. Looks like he's made it through, so he's going up on 20 bills. So definitely a quick uptime. Aztec's eco bonus is the +5 resources. The villagers can carry 5 additional resources. It is a good bonus. It can definitely add up very quickly, but it doesn't create more resources. So Donnie is not. These villagers are not going to be collecting a large amount of resources while he's going up to feudal. At the same time, it will allow him to get to feudal at a very early time. Get out a lot of men-at-arms if he wants to. Go to his point of view. So you got have some eagles. So in a meso war, eagles are not a bad choice to go directly to. If you're in a non-meso war, they would still do really good. Oh, and look at this. We have a still right here. Oh my goodness, so that taken too. Pat tried to do some attack over here, causing some issues. But those 2 sheep could hurt big time. That's 200 food Pat does not have. Yes, he is up. So that food could be used to upgrade those men-at-arms. And yeah, because of that, he cannot really go much more than men-at-arms. So Donnie's definitely having the advantage right here. Looks like he might have taken down a Bill. Yep, so he does have a Bill he's taken down. What is that? 2, nope, just 1 Bill taken down. If Donnie micros this correctly, and no, so he just cuts the 1 Bill. He might be able to get a second one in there. So despite the small issue to start with, it looks like Pat is doing okay on the resources. He is going after the deer, which will get him, and that's a horrible lure for the deer. Should allow him to upgrade those militia, and those could be an issue. So Pat did an absolutely great tactic. So he sees Donnie's going to eagles, going directly into militia. Militia upgrade to men-at-arms. Nice little wall right here. So militia will upgrade directly in men-at-arms, which will have a direct counter to these eagles. So well done on Pat's part. Donnie getting his stolen sheep out of the way, and Pat looks like he is thinking of going castle now. He's nowhere near in food, but he's got the abilities going there just in case he needs to. Oh, and it looks like Donnie opened, and now he's closing back down. So there's our men-at-arms. A good defensive tower. It might have been better to actually build the tower a little closer. A closer tower right here could have actually been protected. Right now, you can get some archers right here. They pick off villagers without being affected by the tower. Meanwhile, eagles against men-at-arms. You'll tell a couple of them, but those eagles are countered by the men-at-arms. Check villager count. So Donnie with a slight bill lead at 29, just barely. Looks like Pat lost the bill right there. Don't know what's going on with that. But Pat definitely has a huge military lead. 12 men-at-arms versus 3 eagles, and those eagles cannot do anything against the men-at-arms. They got another defensive tower going up. Curious about Donnie's resources. So not horribly imbalanced. He has all those wood. All that wood is being used, it looks like, being planted to turn into a lot of farms. So the primary issue going on here is gold. So he has lots of food, but not a lot of gold. So he can't go to eagles in this current setup. And I'm not sure what he's taking into right here. I don't see it just yet. There we go. So archers are good, but archers is not what he's set for. It would actually be better for him to go into men-at-arms. Again, he can't build, he doesn't have the wood to build another barracks, unfortunately. But getting some archers out here or some man-at-arms, something that can counter, because those skirmishers are not going to counter man-at-arms, and eagles will not. So yeah, so what you should really think about going into, well, here's the barracks, it's 4 barracks, so you should really think about getting some sort of defensive barracks up here, maybe selling some food to get some gold, defensive barracks to counter those, or as he's doing the archers is not bad, but again, sell some food, buy some wood, so you can at least get a decent number of archers out. Key with the archers, you gotta make sure you micro them. They have to kite. If you do this, they will lose. So keep walking them back, walk them into the TC or something. Yeah, just make a perimeter. So good job. Johnny's got the good response. Pat is definitely overwhelming him. Pat is not playing normal right now. He's got the men-at-arms to attack the eagles, and he's got the eagles to attack the archers. So this is a great flexibility on Pat's part, and so we lost a couple to the defensive tower. That being said, Pat is doing a good job. Johnny is doing a decent job defensively. He's got the archers out to go against the men-at-arms. The issue is that he does need to be going eagles or something now. He has the resources. He's at 200 wood. He needs to be doing something. Military 13 to 9. So where is the 9? There's 2. And here might be most of the military. That's not a good choice. Yes, it's 4, but you got him running through your base. Stick those people in the tower. Stick them in the tower. Stick them in the tower. Get in the tower. No! And you should have the target that bill. Target the bill. There you go. Alright, good job. A little worried there. I expect this tower to go up just because the tower's, gonna be knocked down. Bill can come over, just a couple more hits will build that tower. So at this point, Pat just has too much pressure. Pat is not leading. Why is he not leading score? Well, probably because of scouting. With that smallest score difference, it's probably just the scouting. If you check Donnie's firewall, Donnie sees most of the map. That's just gone directly into Donnie. If you look again, Donnie has 4% more. But that score will quickly change. Donnie building military out here, but again, this military is not going to do anything, and he's going into eagles, so those eagles will be heavily countered by those men-at-arms. So not as much for the men-at-arms now, though the men-at-arms do have 1 attack and 1 defense upgrade. The eagles have no upgrades. Men-at-arms do have a +2 against eagles. So that's 9 attacking against the eagles, so they will be able to do some work against the eagles. The issue is there does need to be something mixed in to kill those men-at-arms. Some archers, something like that. Still a good defensive showing, and with Pat just sending Eagle Scouts in, the Eagle Warriors will do a good job of fighting against the Eagle Scouts. But if I look correctly, so that's a plus a defensively. Yeah, so just finally got the defensive upgrades for the Eagle Warriors. And good stop of the wall right there. That's good job. Wall did go up. Alright, so well done by Pat. Very good, quick response. There's a hole here. Donnie should be focusing on that hole. Looks like he does not see it. He does, just know it's there. But that would have been where he should have focused right there. Pat's eco, meanwhile, pretty much unaffected. Very, very secure. He is seeing some men-at-arms now here defensively. No, looks like they're still going out. We'll have to see where that rally point goes. No, looks like another defensive. So you got some men-at-arms defensively, and a couple of them there. The attack is coming in, but not very fast, and this would have been a better place to go through. Meanwhile, the attack on the other side is doing some work. So those 3 Eagle Scouts, with no Eagle Scouts defensive here, nothing to attack defensively, or no Eagles or defensively, those Eagle Scouts are doing a lot of work. Finally did, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 villas that were stuck in the TC during that whole time. During this time, we have had a good job Pat's done a good job of keeping his villager production up, and that is starting to pull away. So now he is now at almost 50 vills. Donnie is at 34. Why is that? Well, Donnie has been losing a lot of vills to the aggression down here, but he also has not done a good job keeping his production up. And even with that, he's struggled with, he hasn't been able to build his second TC. Oh no, there it is. Never mind. He has. So it's just a production issue. He's definitely been under the gun. He has the resources, 600 food. There we go with the village. With 600 food, he has the resources to build him. He just has not been focused to fight him, which makes sense. He is now into the base though. He has kept that 200-point lead for a while, which is very interesting. But now with these long swordmen, again, one attack, one defense upgrade against one attack, one attack, two defensive upgrades. The long swordmen get +2, so they'll be attacking 12 every time they hit these Eagle Warriors. Look at that, just melts right through the Eagle Warriors. So the defensive play right here and the offensive play by Donnie has sort of helped slow this down, but unfortunately it's only going to be a matter of time because Pat has a whole lot of long swords out. Now, if the battle decides to continue like this, Donnie can sort of pull away because he can get champions where Pat cannot, but Donnie has to check into those. As long as he's building eagles, he's just throwing them away. And let's look at gold. So he does have that one pile he can do, but these two he is not using. Now, Pat has not towered them or anything, so they're still pretty open for him to use, but it'll be difficult. Especially if he continues to lose, as they'll probably lose a catapult right here. Catapult will probably lose a ram right here. Those long swordmen are going. So they get the tower down, they did lose the ram, and let's check this. This is what, 20, 30 long swordmen come in, and that's going to be a pain to deal with. They're susceptible to arrow fire from the TC. But that's a lot. They can, that's probably enough to actually tear down a TC. I believe right now. Archers coming. Archers, good counter. Need more of them, but still, good counter. Very impressed with the counters used throughout this game. I feel like Donnie's been just a little bit behind in his use of counters, but he still did a good job in general, and it's definitely helped him. Got most of Pat out of his base. Pat's now going after Donnie's little side. And yeah, again, this is just well played overall. Donnie's probably biggest issue is continuing to do those Eagle Scouts. He has not been able to get in raid. There's no reason you think he should be able. Now he needs to be checking into his other melee unit. Pat putting the castle forward. This right here, you can say it's forward castle. It's really a defensive move. Just trying to reclaim that part of the map that it is. So well done, both of their parts pushing the enemy out. Pat, though, with the 13 extra builds, is definitely going to be bringing in more resources. Resource-wise, though, is pretty even. Resource-wise is definitely in Donnie's favor. The issue here with the resources, though, is that they're perfect for trash, and trash is not what you want in here. Your pikemen will die to those long swordmen, and your skirms won't do enough at this point. You could push a lot of long swords out, or you could push a lot of skirms out here, but it would require a ton. So you definitely want to think about probably selling one of those, maybe selling the food and going to archers, or selling the wood and going into men-at-arms, one or the other. Pat continues to do a good job pushing Donnie back. And this is a good unit composition right here in the army. So heavy gold, but can counter pretty much everything. Again, skirms can't do a whole ton against the long swords. So they can do some, but not a whole ton. And the archers will definitely pick up anything around. Town center going up. Not enough stone for a TC. It looks like that's what, or for a castle. Looks like what Donnie's trying to go for. Pat has a ton of resources for archers. Let's see if that's where he's going. Yep, so he's got the eagles coming out. No one in a great position for Imp, though Pat could sell some of his resources and buy Imp. Probably not a bad choice, but he's doing a pretty good job controlling the map with his unit comp how it is, so no need to worry about Imp. And yeah, so this right here, look at that. Just absolutely tearing through the TC. Good job bringing the archers in to help kill some of those long swordsmen, but that is not enough archers. And yeah, he doesn't have the gold or the wood at this point to really bring in an archer unit to mass produce. At this point, I think Donnie's biggest issue is that he wants to hold on to the space and he really just needs to let it go. Let it go. Bring them in defensively. Control his defensive, his main base, and move out from there. See if we get any massive shot. Rogers. Oh, no. Oh, there we got 1. 2. Looks like the 9L's going to go down there. 3. Oh, there we go. There's the shot. Well, it makes it worth it. Good repairing. Well done. Good job. Even though he will lose it, he definitely, he'll definitely get some kills. So yeah, good defense effort, but if Donnie pulled all these resources back here and moved them into his base and then went after his base, it'd be a much stronger position than trying to cover 2 fronts. 2 fronts can be fun, but it's not a good position to be in unless you are definitely the stronger player in the game, which he is not right now. He's definitely being stretched. The Eagles running forward. 2 defensive upgrades, 1 attack upgrade. That's good, but because they aren't masked, it's not stopping anything. And that cost is going to kill the army. And there you go. So, we have a couple archers, a couple mangonels, a couple archers at home. Pat doing a really good job keeping the fighting out of his base. Fully upgrade plumed archers. And let's see what Pat's doing as far as Imp. Pat is Imp. They're both Imp. That happened while I wasn't looking. It happened. Expect some upgrades coming for plumed archers soon. Elite plumes. He's got the what's that, bracer? Yep, we got the bracer. We got your 8 range, and Johnny going with those walls, those major walls for defense. Definitely needs a wall up here. You should know there's a hole. That's where they came in earlier. Yeah, so we definitely need to get some sort of wall here. There's it going. Let's see if it gets in time. Looks like he will, but again, with that little palisade, these guys will tear through it quick. Full stone walling is actually not a bad idea right now for Donnie, because he isn't at a horrible position. He definitely has a military disadvantage, but he's not a horrible position. But if he could stonewall, he could buy some time. But with the little palisade, yeah, that's going to do nothing to something like plumes. He is going to castle up. That'll be good. It'll cause an obstacle. It won't stop the plumes from doing anything, but it will cause a little bit of an obstacle. It might stop the plumes actually from harassing that stone too much. Let's see. Nope. Still getting in there. Run and shoot, run and shoot. 4 builds just like that. They're still not elite, but it's still some major damage. And they will continue to kill those archers. So 7 range versus 8 range, and yeah, look at that, just killing the gold build. And there's nothing we can do back here. So what should you do at this point? Well, skirms. Bring in skirms. Skirms can absolutely tear those up. And then when the eagles come around, go into champions. So champions and skirms would definitely be a good combination at this point. Definitely cheaper than the plumes and longswords also. And it looks like he's going to lose all of this gold right here also. So, no gold. Oh, nice shot though. See if we get the second one off. Come on, shoot! Shoot! No! Look at that. He just lost 2 bills. Three bills instead of shooting. Four bills. Four bills right there. You could have just shot them. Why did he lose them? Well, it's probably because he's focused up here. So he's sending a siege unprotected against two reinforcements. Not a good idea at all. Pat going for the visibility game. So you finally see a siege workshop up here. He's the town center. Yeah. And we finally kill those twin archers. So Pat looking pretty on stone and gold. Means he can go directly into his, he can go strong into his plumes. Still not elite yet. Ooh, nice. Ooh. Whole army's almost gone, just two left. So Pat going strong into, can go strong in his archers with his resources. What can Donnie do? Well, not much. He should probably sell some of his wood again, get some gold in there. And he should probably be looking at going skirm. His arbalists are not going to do a whole bunch against plumes, so plumes will out shoot him. With 9 attack, 9 attack. 1 pierce armor, 8 range. And these will have 5 pierce armor, 7 range. And once he upgrades them, they'll be even stronger. So yeah, definitely should be thinking about maybe going skirms. The onagers are good, but skirms and champions would probably be a great choice. And it's just the onagers to support. Because those onagers are going to absolutely die to long swordsmen. He can use the onagers to go after the eagles. He can try. And use the arbalists to go after long swordmen. That's definitely something he can do, but that would require a very high level of micro, not something that I think he can do right now. And he needs to push. Pat is pretty much controlling the arena right now, and if he's not careful, he'll lose the onagers. Yep, 2 onagers down, a couple arbalists down. Yep, that's not what you want to do when you don't have a big army. So, Chance Swordsman's coming. The onager is not good against the onager swordsman. They'll outrun it and they'll kill it. Yep. His army is surrounded. So, yeah, Arm pushed this for one place a long time. He did push out, which is very good, very admirable. At this point, he just does not have the army composition to counter. He has fully stone wall, which is good. He'll probably lose that castle. He's not careful. Yeah, that's what it looks like. This is when you delete your castles. Delete them, save the resources. And instead he loses them all. Jaguar Warrior is actually a really good choice against that's a fail right there. That's an absolute travesty. Jaguar Warrior should be going in against those 2-hand swordmen. Okay, and pulling out. So Jaguar Warrior should be going in against these 2-hand swordmen. They did not. That's okay. And here come the treads. And at this point, the onager can do some work against the treads, so he's got to get close enough. I don't know if that'll happen. Pat getting a little greedy here. Go for that forward gold. First, the onager going to target. CC. Okay, makes sense. So, onager come up here, slowly work his way. It's actually not a bad choice in here. And oh my goodness, that was another hole. Wow, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. And this is GG. Yep, there we go. Alright, well done. Actually, really good play. Really good game. Very, very well played by both players. Pat definitely took some major map control a lot towards the end, but he didn't necessarily have it throughout the game. Donnie tried to play 2 fronts and actually did a fairly good job of that, but that probably ended up distracting him more than it did helping him towards the end. Donnie also lost a large amount of economy multiple times throughout the game when Pat was able to go in, because Donnie had that little side army. If Donnie had instead maybe put most of his army in here, he would have been better. And I heard him saying also if he had transitioned out of Eagles earlier would have been good, which is correct. If he had transitioned out of Eagles better, it would have been good. He should also probably thought about going champion. Looking at Jaguar Warrior, so it has a plus 11 against infantry. So he could have actually done that. That's actually a really good choice. He only had the normal, which is plus 10. So that would have been 22 attack versus infantry. Not as good armor, but not a huge issue. So definitely going against infantry would have probably been an advantage, or sorry, going infantry earlier would have been an advantage. Because even if he teched up to like long swords and then transition into Jaguar Warriors once he got to castle, the teching up into the long swords like that would have still given him the defensive and attack upgrades, melee upgrades in the Black Bear. So it would have not been a huge loss overall, and would have been a direct counter to what Pat. Well, it would have been the same as Pat was sitting towards him, where Pat was sending the long swords and mid arms towards him, and he kept saying Eagles, which is not a good choice. So well done, well played by both players. Very impressed to see Pat's unit choice to start the game. He likes ending with the archers. He likes starting with the archers. He loves the archers. But I was actually really impressed with his unit choice to go with a straight melee. When he sees the melee out there, going with a straight melee attack, and pretty much just daring Donnie to send it back. That change didn't happen fast enough, and well done. Very, very well done on Pat's part. So that's our first game. I'm going to check see what other games we have. I think we're going to have a Martin versus Ronin game. We'll check those. Right now, that is this game, and I'll take a minute and be back.